passes by. Go to pieces and I cry. Every time my baby passes by.
What genius. Peter and Gordon, and you can count on hearing that one tonight at Century Casino. Peter Asher is in, of course. The Peter from Peter and Gordon is with us in studio this morning. Peter, of course, you spend your time now managing and producing, and
Yes.
the artists you've produced, oh my God, it's all blue chip stuff. Neil Diamond, Diana Ross, who else was there? Billy Joel. I mean, it just goes on and on. What do you think, and of course you've got an ear for talent, what do you think of American Idol?
I enjoy watching it sometimes, and some really talented people have come out of it, and some less talented people. But I admit I find the process as fascinating as everybody else does. It's okay. I mean, I think some people have wrongly accused it of destroying music or doing anything bad. It has given rise to an overemphasis, I think, on really kind of show-off kind of singing. You know what I mean? Where you put in as many licks as you can and do a big, long, loud note, and because that isn't really what music's all about. That's that's short-term gain.
Right. It's not the vocal gymnastics.
No. I think maybe it's put a little undue emphasis on that kind of stuff. But in general, anything that lets you hear new people is good.
I have to ask you this: the Beatles CDs just come out remixed. Have you had a chance to hear them at all?
I haven't actually. They were kindly gave me a set, and I have.
Paul delivered it personally, or
no, no. Somebody at Apple was kind enough to send me a set, but I have to admit, I honestly haven't cracked it open. The exciting thing is to hear them all in the original mono mixes, because the stereo back then was very much an afterthought.
Well,
nobody paid any attention to the stereo mix, and you were very constrained, of course, by the fact there were only 4 tracks of music as to what you could do in stereo anyway. That's why the mixes are so bizarre, with all the vocals on one side. Now people are going, "Oh, that's so cool." It wasn't intentional. It was it wasn't optional.
That doesn't. I'm returning my stereo copy. I want the mono.
The mono one's the real one. That's the one we all stayed around for.
Right.
Stereo one's one that the engineer did after you'd gone home. I mean, it was definitely less relevant.
The stereo ones would be sent to North America, really, is what
exactly.
It was.
Yes, the Americans insisted on this weird new stereo thing.
So it could be headphones.
Yes, exactly.
Peter Asher of Peter and Gordon, Century Casino tonight, and Edmonton is, as you said, the world premiere of this whole concept, which is going to be storytelling and of course your songs, and you're going to be backed
video,
up by
bits of photos, storytelling, songs, a bit of everything.
And of course, you're going to be accompanied by Jeff Ross. Now, Jeff's got a story of his own. We were just chatting in the hallway there. Audie was telling you one of your favorite bands. He was once a member, Jeff, of Badfinger. Can you talk about those days?
Well, it was the mid-'80s, so it was after the heyday, so to speak. But it was great to play with a band that I had listened to, that Peter was one of the people that was responsible for getting them signed to Apple.
They were originally the Ivies, you might remember.
Right,
When we signed them first, it was Mal Evans, the Beatles' road manager, who found them. And because I had a weekly A&R meeting with the Beatles and whoever, and team. And Mal brought them in one day and played this tape of the Ivies, and we all liked it, so we signed them. And they had 1 or 2 hits, I think, as the Ivies, and then for reasons that I cannot remember for the life of me, they changed their name to Badfinger. God knows why. Must have seemed like a good idea at the time. But I didn't think there was anything wrong with the Ivies, but they changed the name and then had a couple more huge hits as Badfinger.
Okay. We're all set up here. We've got all the microphones in place, and it is such a thrill here. We're looking forward to this, and you've been tuning up for the past half hour.
We'll give it a try. It's still, I know everyone says this, of course, but it is a little early to sing, but we shall give it a try.
Yeah, as we listen to that, those amazing stories of that amazing time of the British invasion. Peter of Peter and Gordon performing tonight at Century Casino, and there are still some tickets left. And now he and Jeff are going to team up here to perform a song that was written by Paul McCartney and was a number one song. It was your biggest hit, right?
Yes, it was. We had a couple of other number ones, but certainly globally speaking, World Without Love was of course, and always being the first one, it's the most exciting and the one you owe the most to, because you put your first record down, suddenly it's number one around the world. Everything changes pretty drastically.
Okay, live on Capital FM, it's Peter Asher in A World Without Love.
We'll give it a try. Please lock me away and don't allow the day here inside where I hide with my loneliness. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love. notes sing out of tune, and rain clouds hide the moon. I'm okay, here I'll stay with my loneliness. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love. So I wait, and in a while I will see my true love smile. She may come, I know not when. When she does, I'll know. So baby, until then, lock me away, and don't allow the day here inside where I hide with my loneliness. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love. So this is the solo part. Of course, tonight we have a serious band. And this is the spot where the 50 half-naked dancing girls come out and leap through the audience. You don't want to miss it. And of course, we dedicate this song these days to Gordon, who is so sorely missed. So I wait, and in a while I will see my true love smile. She may come, I know not when. When she does, I'll know. So baby, until then, lock me away, and don't allow the day here inside where I hide with my loneliness. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love.
All right. Peter Asher.
Thank you very much.
The guy back here with the lighter, he loves you.
There's a guy standing outside of our studios here at West Edmonton Mall.
Fantastic.
And he's listening on the speakers outside. And he's got the lighter going.
That's great. Thank you so much.
It's got to be great to see you again. I can't tell you what a thrill this has been, Peter.
It's been a pleasure. No, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed myself. Thank you so much for
To
having
talk to
us.
someone who's a part of the history of rock and roll and that great time of the British invasion.
It just means you're old, but I appreciate it.
Well, I prefer to think of it as experience.
Exactly.
Like you.
That's the way we look at it.
That's
yes.
right. So there are still some tickets to see Peter Asher tonight in the full band, right? And
That's
hear
right.
all the stories and all the songs from that great era tonight at Century Casino. Thank you. Oh, before you go, I want to ask you one more thing.
Of course.
Is it true that Mike Myers patterned the appearance of Austin Powers
I'm told
after
that
you?
He did tell me that one of the images that had influenced the appearance of Austin Powers was a picture of me. Yes, because
Really?
I did have the bad teeth and the glasses and the velvet jacket. So actually, and I am groovy. So
Peter Asher.
So we'll see, but apparently a little bit. Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
8:47.